All right. Yeah, just a little quick update of the how the counters are going. Yeah, I didn't get much done. I'm like listening to the cues of my body, so I'm and it's good. Even right now I'm like rebounding quite a bit, but I'm like, "No, you're going to go to bed in like I don't know, maybe 2 hours or something." That should be good. But also on yeah, just right off the bat with the colors, excuse me, I think I mentioned in a previous comment, and I was talking with Alberto about it as well. Excuse me, is that of course we're the calibration or the settings between his printer and my printer. There's so many factors going in between that even when I first started printing, I knew right off the bat that my my colors were going to be different than his. So he may stare at what he's seeing, and remember, it's even being transcribed yet again this way. Hold on, I'm going to grab my forceps. Oh, and I'm just going to say, yeah, and then we'll go to this bit about the lab coat or the game coat or whatever the heck you want to call it coat. I found out I can get embroidery popped on it, so I can get Nanguea written on it. I can also get my little Saxon peasant dragon logo put on the thing. Oh, Jesus, sweet. And it only happened once, but it but if it happened once, it can happen again. So I've been leaving the forceps in my left breast pocket, and 2 nights ago, it just happened once. Um, I went to go manipulate a counter on the map, and as my arm reached out, the forceps were already in my hand. I unconsciously had reached for the forceps in my left breast pocket, and they were in my hand. Holy sweet Jesus. That was just a what a moment. And it's going to happen again. Anyways, so here's the original colors that I'm getting out of Alberto's stuff. But like I said, it may not be what he likes. And also, yet again, he was mentioning that I was probably screwing with the scale and I shouldn't have based on the way he was doing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Everything will be fixed. And this is printed at 80%, and this one's at 82. So, it's a little bit whatever, but I like the way this pops a lot more than that for me. And remember, this is, like I said, it's because of, it's not what he would get, it's what I'm getting. And that's the original at 80%, or maybe 80, no, that's at 80, no, it's probably 82. Hold on, we can find out. Oops. Okay, 82, both 82. And so that's as well as at 82. And, ooh, look at, you see what I mean? Just looks, hold on, I know I'm getting a lot of shadow. But for me, I think it just pops a lot more. And here's the bonus. There was something about this color, his color that he chose, and I like it. At first I was like, I'm not going with this, it's not the gray. And I'm like, it's something that, I don't know what it was. And it popped just early this afternoon or late this morning. It just reminded me of Box from Logan's Run, and listening to his soliloquies in my head and getting to replay scenes of Jessica and Logan running away from Box. I was like, that's what it was. That's why you were getting this little enjoyment out of that color. Anyways, also, I was putting on the fortresses. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And I accidentally altered the colors for the German fortresses. I'm sure the Russians would love that. But I'm going to say one thing. I love having the flag there. The reason being is because the only thing I'm using at the top left-hand corner is the headquarters anyways for the Alberto markers. So it's perfect. Perfect. And also, I did talk to Zoe about I have to go and buy some proper scissors. So when I get down to this point to start cutting the Alberto markers, I'm having a bitch of a time holding on to them with the exact. There's just not enough material. It keeps slipping. I've tried to use shims and all kinds of crazy nonsense. So I've been using scissors, and I keep getting this little burr all the time. And Zoe saw them yesterday, and she just said, "Oh, it's because your scissors are dull. You need sharper scissors." Thank effing God I didn't do what I was going to do, which is difficult for me to. Usually I just jump right away. I was almost going to use my cross-stitching embroidery scissors to cut this. Should have heard Zoe yesterday. God, she thought she was going to kill me. So, yeah, that's it. I just need to get some proper proper scissors, and this should cut much better. Either that or she suggested maybe a guillotine, but that's something I'll have to take a look at. Darn it, there was a little rinky-dink guillotine at work. But I mean surplus. I'm not saying steel. Like I'm not getting into that, man. Okay, so that's it. I've got to obviously read. Actually, they're drying right now, the glue stick, but they look absolutely spectacular. And this is just the bloody beginning. Jesus, Murphy, they look great. So I'm like, it's just super happy, and they pop like a mile away. It must be. I'm assuming that Excel is a vector-based thingamajig because everything's so crisp. So yeah, I'm really, 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 really happy. So happy gaming to you.